Thank you. Hey, good morning, CSL Seattle. Good morning. My name's Jake. That's Yuri. That's James. That's Joe. We're the band today. And we're going to get right into it. No delay. Please sing along with our opening song. I need all the help I can get up here. Please, thank you. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. Thank you, Richie. I'm just where I'm supposed. Let's do that again. I'm in the right place, the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed. Let's do that again. James, drop out. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place on the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm getting the message. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Last time. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome.
Woo-wee. Woo-wee. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Are you getting the message loud and clear that your soul is welcome here? Yes. Let's take a minute and pray. Would you join me? Just take a breath or two or three. Allow yourself to settle and arrive. One of the beautiful things about music is how it integrates the mind, the body, the heart, the spirit, the soul, and just brings it all together in ways that words can't describe. So just allow yourself to not just know, but to feel that your soul is welcome here, just as it is, just because it is. Knowing the presence of the divine that is perfect love, perfect light, perfect life in all of its goodness and all of its sufficiency. We open, we receive. I know, I open, I receive the goodness of that love and life and light that is here this morning. And so as you arrive today, just become aware of the goodness? Can you open and receive your belonging here? And if not, if you don't feel that way, can you allow that as well? And just acknowledge that to be held, that whether you feel it or not, you still are here and you are welcome here. I am so grateful for that. I know that this meeting here today is perfect. I know that it is good exactly as it is. And we just have the joy now of just living into that in all of its experience and all of its goodness. And so for that, I call today perfect. I call it good, letting it go into the fullest expression of the law and the love that is here. And so it is. So it is. So good to be here. My name is James Kress. I'm one of the staff ministers here. And just on behalf of the CSL community, I just want to welcome those of you that are joining us today in person, those of you that are joining us online. We're so glad that you're with us. We have people joining us from all over the world. And if you are joining us online, if you haven't already, take a moment and put your name in the chat. Let us know where you're connecting from. And we have this mycelial web of connections all over the globe that's just really powerful here today. And so it's not just what's happening here, it's what's happening everywhere else. And so if you're joining us online, there are places on our website where you can go and connect with us and let us know that you're here. For those of you that are in person, I want to make sure that you're aware of these little connection cards that are in the seat back pocket in front of you. And there are many ways that you can connect with us in whatever way you feel comfortable. There's lots of information here that tells you all about us, who we are as a congregation, as a community. I'll just let you know that we are a spiritual community that simply offers ancient wisdom and ancient teaching that has been proven throughout the ages for you to receive and utilize as you see fit, or not. And wherever you are on your spiritual journey, or not, you're here. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but we really hope that you feel that welcome and that goodness here today. So in just a moment, we're going to continue in our service together. Our guest speaker is actually going to be opening their message with a song. And our guest today is Cynthia James. I just got to tell you, I like her last name. I think it's pretty cool. So just had to get that in. I know, way to make it about me when it's all about you. But here we go. But I'll tell you a little bit about Cynthia and then invite her up here to sing. But Reverend Cynthia James has been a spiritual teacher and speaker for over 35 years. She's been a student of metaphysics for over 45 years. For 11 and a half years, she served as the associate minister at Mile High Church in Lakewood, Colorado. She's now an international speaker, recording artist, and emotional integration leadership coach. She's been called a transformational specialist, guiding people as they make changes for lasting healing in their lives. As an international and TEDx speaker, coach, performing artist, and multiple best-selling and award-winning author of 6 books, she is a sought-after speaker in New Thought and numerous other spiritual and church environments. Cynthia takes people on pilgrimages around the world to sacred spaces and trains coaches in her powerful emotional integrative techniques. Her latest book, The Kingdom of Magic and Mystery, 7 Castles of Revelation, Inspiration and Creativity to Activate Joy and Freedom, was released in March. I'm going to get that book. She also just created and facilitated the highly acclaimed Vibrant Living Summit, featuring 22 world-renowned teachers, scientists, and healers to support the ability for people to manage their frequency and manage their energy in these challenging times. Cynthia is personally committed to utilizing creative expression as a vital and effective healing modality that will assist everyone in their own personal and professional growth. You can learn more at her website, www.cynthiajames.net. So would you just join me in giving a very warm, loving, and gracious welcome to Cynthia James. We're glad to have you today.
Good morning. Oh, you you look so happy and good. This is great. So I'm going to sing to you first, okay? Okay. No matter what the circumstance, no matter what the pain, I'm here to live a life of love. I got everything to gain. I was born to be a winner. I was born to be free. Born with the answer of really being me. So no matter how the pain arrives, no matter how I feel, inside of me there is a light to guide the path to heal. I was born to be a winner. I was born to be free. Born with the answer by really being me. Now I'm living in a space of a joyful dance. I do not see an end. Moving through this life with a smile on my face. I have no more need to pretend. No matter what relationship push me to the wall. No matter what relationship I have an inner call, 'cause I was born to be a winner. I was born to be free. Born with the answer by really being me. But I did, but I do, but whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the pain, I'm here to live a life of love. I got everything to gain. I was born to be a winner. I was born to be free. Born with the answer of really being me. I'm really being me. Really being me. Really being me. Thank you. Okay. Jake and the y'all, you are so blessed to have these people. I just want to say. Woo. Well, I am so grateful to be here with you today because I want to invite you to remember. Remember who you are, who you came here to be. Unapologetically you. Now, we're living in an interesting time where not everybody is celebrating you. Not everybody is saying, oh boy, I'm so glad you're who you are and you believe what you believe. But here's the thing. If you can open to the awareness that you can remember and stay awake, what happens is you reignite within yourself the remembrance that you are a magical being of light. So I wrote you a poem. You are the magic, the spark that dances in your eye, the whisper soft as stars on high. The glow that lives within your heart, a masterpiece, a work of art. The dreams you weave, the love you show, the endless light you let bestow. Through every breath, through every choice, magic lives. It's your own voice. No need to seek, no need to find. The magic's you in soul and mind. Stand tall, shine bright, and let it be. You are the magic, wild and free. Remember when you used to be wild and free? Me too, honey. Here's the thing, though. A lot of us came on this planet with all this energy and all these dreams and all this vibrancy, and then somebody said, please don't do that. My mother, this was my mother's favorite quote. Ladies, do not do that. And I'm like, well, I don't get it. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is the fact that remembering that you are magic is why you're here. So I take people on these pilgrimages, and in November of 2023, I had just come back from a trip to Egypt. And you know, when I take people on pilgrimages, I'm having the same kind of epiphanies and stuff that everybody else is having. So I get back and I'm meditating, and in my meditation, a voice says, write this down. So I've been doing this work for a long time, so I listened. I wrote it down, and it said, the kingdom. And I'm like, and? And then it was like, draw 7 circles. So I draw the 7 circles, and I'm like, okay, what is this? And it's nothing. And I say, okay, I don't understand this. And the voice says, not now. Okay, so I let it alone, and 6 months later, I get this feeling that I'm supposed to find this journal entry. But you know, when those of us who journal, you got a bunch of journals and you don't know what anything's in. So I'm looking for the journal, and I get there, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden, I pull out one, and I flip it open, and it opens to that page. And then the voice says, now write the book. The name of the book is The Kingdom of Magic and Mystery. And there are 7 castles. And I'm like, okay, I do not get this. Are we talking Disneyland? What is this? And it said, just right. We will give it to you. So the 7 castles are magic and art, design, dance, relationships, water, and animals. And I'm clueless. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. And they were like, we'll tell you. Now listen, that inner voice, that inner guidance, listen, it doesn't matter if it's telling you to drive to New Orleans. Go. Because there's a reason. There's always a reason. And so I write this book, and this afternoon in the workshop, I'm going to take you through the castles. But what was important about it is it said, you are here to remind people that they're universal magicians. So we're not talking about wands, and we're not talking about potions. We're talking about reactivation of the energy fields within each of us that's awake, that's aware, that's powerful, that's divine. Because here's the thing. When you have forgotten, you're more in fear than you are in faith. You are looking for people outside of you, things outside of you to validate who you are and your reason for being. And you're so busy seeking love, you've forgotten you're it. Amen. But here's the thing, when you remember, oh my goodness, when you remember, there's something within you that is so vibrant. And it says, you know, you are a divine spark I breathed my life into you because you were essential. And when you get that, your heart opens. You know, that contextual place within you, the heart actually communicates with the brain, not the other way around. It's the first place you can measure intelligence in an embryo. And so you open your heart and you let spirit guide you. And here's the thing that's so cool. Then all you see is God, even in this crazy world we're living in. All you see is God, even in those people you are clueless about. You see that there is something happening for a reason beyond circumstances, beyond experiences. And I just want you to know that that isn't always easy. You know, I came up in a very violent childhood and abuse and trauma, and I thought that was normal. So what did I do? I went and recreated it. You know, Ernest Holmes says, you know, life's a mirror and what you think into it becomes your reality. Oh, hello. If you think that you can't be loved, that you can't be trusted, that you can't trust, that you can't be held, that you're not supported, oh, well, it shows up. And a lot of times it shows up as those fabulous relationships. But the thing is that you're here by a divine design. Make no mistake about it. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care how old you are. You're here because the universe needed you to be here at this time on the planet with your gifts and your energy and your power for a reason. I mean, it could be just to let your child know that love is real. It could be to let your grandchildren know that they're divine. You know, young people today are having challenges. Mental challenges. I work with a young teen who for the second time has been in a psych unit because she keeps looking for herself outside of herself. You know, so maybe we're just here to remind them, oh, love exists and you are important. You're real. And love and your presence is about wholeness, not performance. I mean, we live in this world that's saying, oh, no, you got to perform. You got to prove to me who you are and what you bring. You got to be, you know, perfect. How's that working, everybody? I don't know. Every time I've tried to be perfect, it hasn't worked so well. So I have a podcast, and it's called Women Awakening with Cynthia James. And I've interviewed like over 250 women around the world, and I'm just very grateful. And I was invited to be on someone else's podcast. And it was really wonderful, and after the interview, I stayed on, and we were just talking away. And I'm telling her about my podcast and how excited I am, and she says, are you going to the conference? And I'm like, what conference? She said, the podcast conference. I'm like, no. Where is it? She said, Vegas. I was like, no. She says, well, I don't know. I just keep feeling like you're supposed to be there. So I'm going to be kind. I'm like, thank you so much. So I get off the phone, and this voice says, you're supposed to be at this conference. I'm like, ew. So I'm obedient. I booked this hotel, and I booked this flight, and this conference is run by a company called Broadcast Authority, and it's run by this young woman and her wife, and I mean, really energetically loving and powerful. And so I go, and I'm listening, and there's all kinds of information. I go, ooh, I could do that. Ooh, I should do that. And I know they're going to give an offer, but I'm just going to write down what I'm supposed to do and not listen to them and buy something. So they put us in these groups, and we're supposed to do this presentation. Now, James told you, I've been doing this work for over 40 years. I started when I was 1. So I'm supposed to do this presentation. Now, this is what I want to tell you. My little inner child jumped into the room going, no, you don't know these people. It's not safe. They're going to find out you're a fraud. She was busy. And I could feel my heart. And by the way, your body is a messenger. It's always communicating with you, telling you, right? And I'm like going, oh no, I got to shut her up. Maybe I should get some potato chips. Right? Isn't that what we do when we eat? But the still part of me goes, no, there's a message here. So I go back to my room and I'm meditating, and it's like I can feel her presence with me because I've done a lot of inner child work. And this voice said, she needs to feel that she's safe. She needs to feel that she's seen. She needs to feel that she's heard. Don't try to shut her up. Love her. So I did this whole meditation of bringing her in and telling her that it was safe, that, we had been on a lot of stages and we were going to be okay. So I get up, I do the presentation, it's great, they give me great feedback, and then they give this offer, and there was something in me that compelled me to say to the woman who was the owner, that I really liked what she was doing, but I was getting ready to do a summit, where it was 22 speakers, and it was an investment in time, energy, and money, and I was grateful for her, and I was grateful for the work that she was doing. She said, thank you so much. And so, I don't know, a couple of months go by, and I get an email, and the email says, I was just thinking about you, and I was thinking about your presentation. I just wanted to say that, there's something special about you. And I'm thinking, salesperson. and then I don't hear from her again. And then 3 weeks ago, I get another email, and she said, I'd just love to have a conversation. Now, let me tell you, this is where the magic comes in. The person who's been managing my podcast has been slipping, missing things, not getting things up where they are. And this is a spiritual person, and I like to hire spiritual people, but sometimes we suck. And I didn't, okay, here's the good girl. I didn't want to get rid of this person because they're spiritual, because I really wanted to support. Meanwhile, it's my product and it's my energy, right? So this woman calls and she says, I've been looking at your stuff, and she said, I think there's something more that can happen. She said, because you've interviewed all these people, your product is great, but your audience isn't as big as it could be. And I would like to help you. And I have this special going on in July, and I'd like to offer it to you. So, the little cynic in me goes, yeah, I knew it was something. But in the meantime, this voice says, look at what you're spending. So I started writing down all the places I'm spending money for this podcast. And I'm thinking, holy moly, for not much more, I could get one person to do everything. So, meanwhile, the podcast man, his family has really gone into crisis, and he's not doing anything. And so I say to him, I'm concerned. And he said, I understand. I just can't do any better in this moment. So I'm like, go to God. Write that down, everybody. Go to God. When there's confusion, when there's conflict, when there's something going on in you, go to God. Because and the voice said, take the deal. So I say, okay, I'm going to do this. And she goes, okay, I'm going to send you the proposal. And then you can just send it back to me. So I don't look at it because it's late in the afternoon and I'm going to look at it tomorrow. So the next day I get on and I look at it. And she said, I really believe in your mission. So I'm taking $500 off a month, which takes it right to the amount of money I had been spending. Okay, magic people. That's magic. That's how the universe steps in and supports you in a way that's important. Because you're not here to perform. You're here to be present so that the divine can move through you and as you and with you. So I want you to know that when you remember your magic, when you remember your power, you become present, and then you become part of the healing for the collective. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, there's some crazy stuff going on the planet. Some of it could be happening in our country. But the thing is like, if God is all there is, and if God is working no matter what it looks like, then you must be a part of the solution. You must be the creator of magic. So I take these people to pilgrimage in a place called Damanhur, Italy. And it hosts what's called the temples of humankind, which are these temples that are built inside of a mountain that were built by hand because Italy's a Catholic country and they weren't going to have some kind of spiritual community that wasn't Catholic, right? So they build, it's like art on steroids. I can't even describe it. But the reason that it's there is that there was this man named Oberto Orodi. He was born in Turin. Now here's the interesting thing about him. As a baby, he was levitating. He was moving things with his mind. Now, can you imagine being that baby's mama? And he's like, wisdom was coming out of him as a kid, right? So much so that when he's a teenager, people are coming to hear him talk about God, to talk about esoteric teachings. And so it's like, wow. And he's saying, there's a place for us. There's a place for us. There's a place for us. We're supposed to build community. So they're going all over Europe and they're looking for it. They can't find it. And then they end up like an hour away from Turin, and they go into this place, and this man comes out and goes, it's you. What do you want? And they're all looking up at this guy, and the guy said, I want to buy your land. And the guy goes, okay. Now, this man had guns. He didn't want anybody on his property, and he wasn't going to sell it to anybody. Why does he sell it to this man? Magic. That's right. Because he had come into his dreams several times wearing exactly what he was wearing when he got there. You know, your dreams are important. Your dreams are really important. Some of you think you don't dream. That's not true. You do. You maybe just aren't ready to dream, understand what you're dreaming, or you're not open to that space, but there's messages are coming to you all the time. What I want you to know is that when there's stuff going on in the world and you feel depleted, upset, some of us feel depressed, anxious, those are messages. And the messages are, I have something for you to do. Only you can do. So, watching all the division that's been going on in our country, in January, I was saying to God, okay, listen, what am I going to do? Because there are certain things that I'm seeing people doing, and I'm not going to do that. So what am I to do? And the voice said, you know a lot of people. You're a part of a lot of organizations. Invite them to support the community, the world, from your perspective, and call it the Vibrant Living Summit. So I'm a member of this organization called Transformational Leadership Council. It was started by Jack Canfield. So everybody, the 22 speakers, came from there or other places that I am. They're all experts, scientists, healers, teachers, right? So I send out an email. Nobody said no. These people are all mega speakers getting paid a lot of money. I said, I don't have any money. They said, okay. We want to help people. So we did these 45-minute interviews with these 22 people, talking about the changes and the challenges that they had been through and the magical moments that opened for them to be able to do the work that they do in the world. And then they gave tools. They gave free tools to everybody. I want you to know I was clueless on how to do a summit. This is what I want you to know. You don't have to know how. You don't have to know when. You don't have to know where. You just have to say yes. So I said yes to this summit, and the perfect people showed up to help me. And, we had over 3,500 people that came on and were a part of the summit and got the gifts. And we're opening it up on Tuesday for them because there are some people that were like, I missed your summit. I'm like, how could you miss my summit? I was like everywhere present telling everybody. But this is what I want you to know. You may not know exactly how to show up in your magic and how to be a beneficial presence. How do you think this community started? It was magic. Somebody had an idea. Somebody said, I want to create a space where people can come, and it doesn't have to be about a religion. It can be a spiritual place. You get to be with like-minded people. You get to have access to incredible places and things that are going to support you in bringing your magic to the world. But here's the deal. You don't have one more minute to play little. You don't have one more minute to hide. You don't have one more minute to play small. Because what you are doing then, okay, and take a breath, is you are saying no to God. You're saying no because some family member won't like it. Somebody won't agree with you. Somebody will think you're crazy. Somebody will think, oh, that's been done before. Why would you be the one to do it? Hooey. That is a spiritual term. If you weren't here for a reason, if you weren't in a divine plan, you would be gone. So that idea, that gift, that joy that wants to come through you, all you got to do is say yes. The universe will do the rest. It will start showing up as people, as emails, as things that are coming and invitations that are coming for you. My little darling right here that I'm looking at came to dominate her with me and discovered that she had a universal history that was profound. So I want to say to you, I'm so grateful you're on the planet and that you said yes and continue to say yes. Love you. So This afternoon in the workshop, I'm going to help you activate your magic code and open the 7 castles and how to access them. I hope you'll come. But if you can't, I want to remind you of something. You were chosen. I want you to just breathe that in. You were chosen. My last album is called Chosen. And just like the book, I wasn't going to do an album. And the universe said, that, yes, you are. And I'm going to bring magic to you. I'm going to have a friend of yours introduce you to these producers that are going to work with you. So I've composed over 50 songs and recorded over 30, and I do not read music. How is that possible? Magic. God just gives it to me, and these producers help people download their music. So I'm going to sing this song for you. I'm going to invite you to take it in, and then I'm going to do a blessing, a prayer, okay? I knew I was chosen, my destiny assured. Beyond circumstances, I'm here to be heard. I knew I was chosen, how'd I land in this place? Tired of being frozen, tired of the rat race. I knew I was chosen beyond the hurt inside. The ways I was treated, my dreams were denied. I knew I was chosen, release the pain inside. Dare to be seen, decide not to hide. The voice within told me, have no fear. The voice of 1,000 angels will guide you, my dear. Voice within told me, release the fear. Love of 1,000 angels will teach you, my dear. I knew I was chosen from the very start. The still small voice within said, open your heart. I knew I was chosen. I came to lift my voice, stop running from myself and make a different choice. Voice within told me, have no fear. The voice of 1,000 angels will guide you, my dear. Voice within told me, release the fear. Love of 1,000 angels will teach you, my dear. Hear the angels. Hear the angels. I knew I was chosen for this moment in time. I'm here as a blessing, no reason or rhyme. I knew I was chosen, well on my way. I stand in my power, I'm here to stay. I knew I was chosen. So I invite you to just take that in. to step into that place within you. That place where the presence of the living God is so real, so raw, so perfect, ever evolving, ever expanding, ever revealing itself. And how wonderful to remember that the essence of who we are is that divine spark, a manifestation of that energy, of that divine intelligence that will not be denied. And so how wonderful to know that right here, right now, we get to reclaim. This is a moment of sacred reclamation. Reclaim who we are, who we've come here to be, the essence of our being. Knowing that we are here for a reason to heal, to touch, to grow, to expand. How wonder-filled it is to say yes to that energy. And so what we do in this moment is we place on the altar of light any fears, any doubts, any old ways of being. We place on that altar anything that could be possibly standing in the way of truth of who we have come here to be. To remember that we were chosen. And then we invite in joy, peace, creativity, intuitive knowing, magic. We invite it in. We give thanks for this community, this amazing Center for Spiritual Living. We give thanks that we have a place to gather for the beloved, Dr. Kathy Ann Lewis. For all the practitioners and all the ministers here holding us in their consciousness and in their prayers every single moment. And so we also bring into this field anyone that we may be holding, a family member, a friend, a client, this country, our world. We bring them in and we lift them up in this moment, transmitting light, transmitting love, transmitting power, transmitting grace. How wonderful to be here now. And so we ask the divine in this moment to help us remember that we are universal magicians. And we stand in the truth of who we have come here to be. Abundant, powerful, clear, magic. And so I just give thanks and I let go because I know the word has already been activated and the universe is already responding and corresponding. And for this, I say thank you, Father, Mother, God. I let go. I allow it to be. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, such a beautiful message, a beautiful song, and a prayer. I'm forgetting why I'm here right now on stage. I'm just feeling like I'm floating. I'm Mandy Cui. I am serving you and the community as on the Board of Trustees right now. And I thought I saw Kenny earlier. Okay, all right. So we also have Kenny here. He's downstairs right now. But I'm very excited to be here today to announce to you that the Board of Trustees is working on the strategic plan for the next 5 years for our center. And I'm excited to invite you to join us in co-creating this plan with us because we are all one and we are all part of this community. So let us all create our future together. And Kenny's in the back. Actually, now I see him. If anyone, did you want to come and join me here, Kenny, or you just? There you go, he's walking up. But I would like to share with you that downstairs in the fellowship hall, we have a table. And on the table, there is a postcard. And we would like to ask you to join us in filling this out for us. I'll tell you a little bit about what this is. And also, Joyce, would you like to join us here too? For those people who are online, we sent out an email a few days ago, and in there's also a link to a digital postcard that you can fill out. And let's talk a little bit about what that is. Imagine yourself in 2030, right, 5 years from now. And you're writing a postcard back to us here in 2025. So tell us what you're happy and excited about at the center at that point in time. So it is your vision and your dream and your magic, right? So dream big. There is no limitations because as we all know, what we could dream about, it is possible. So no limitations there. Also on June 29th, 5 to 6 p.m., we will be online on Zoom. July. Thank you, Kenny. As I said earlier, I'm floating right now, forgetting what I'm supposed to share. That's why I have these beautiful board members up with me here, Joyce and Kenny. Yes. So on July 29th, 5 to 6 p.m., we have a Zoom call. Join us for a community conversation. The focus will be on the strategic plan. So come, talk with us, share your ideas, share your dreams. We are very much looking forward to co-creating the future with you. We are all one. We are all one community. So dream big and let's make magic together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy. I'm floating with everybody here as well. What are we doing here today? It's just wonderful. Cynthia, thank you. Here's something to think about, that message of we don't need to know how, we don't need to know when, we don't need to know where, but only what?
Just say yes.
Yeah. What would that do for your life? What would that do for this church? This community? Wow. Thank you. I needed to hear that. In just a minute, we are going to continue in our time together by celebrating through giving. You know, we talk here about giving of our time, of our talent, and of our treasure. You're already giving of your time and your talent by being here. We acknowledge that. But now we're just going to very openly and freely invite you to share of your treasure. There are many ways that you can do that. You can do that via Venmo. You can text to give. You can give on our website. There's the mobile device on your app. You can call the office. We still accept checks. And this stuff called cash would do that. You can even call the office. But as we think about our money, about our treasure, it's often that we operate by this thing called a P&L statement, right? P stands for what? What does the L stand for? Yeah, how interesting, that word loss. I had a dear friend of mine just a couple weeks ago share a shift in consciousness to, do we think of what we give as loss, and what if we replace that loss with love? So it's not about profit and loss, it's about profit and love. And we just want you to know, online, here in person, anything that you give, we receive as an expression of your love. And to watch it multiply into our community, into our world, is a wonderful thing. So thank you in advance for your participation in that. While you're getting ready to give, I just want to let you know there's a lot going on here. I want to draw your attention to 4 things real quick. First of all, August 17th through the 23rd. What's coming up? CBEC, absolutely, and there is still room. There are still scholarships. You can go online and learn all more about that. Patrick, is there anything about CBEC that I should mention or highlight? It's going to be fun. Yes, it's going to be fun. Okay, so I really hope that you can make it there. Spiritual tune-ups, practitioner mini sessions are happening next Sunday, 12:30 to 2:30 in the sanctuary and online, 15 to 20 minutes for you to come and receive a spiritual tune-up. There's more information about that online. We're also very excited that our Create a Better World ministry is conducting a back-to-school supplies drive, and we are collecting school supplies, but please no backpacks. And we're going to just help our kids start the year strong. You can learn more about that online. And lastly, our community support groups. We want to let you know that they're available. And these are important because Many people, when they come here new, they ask, how do I connect to this body? And showing up on Sunday mornings is a wonderful thing. And you may be here and feel like, still, I'm an outsider looking in. Does anybody here know me? Does anybody see me? Does anybody care that I'm here? And it's really hard for that to happen on a Sunday morning. So a portal, an opportunity for you to engage with us and get to know us is through our support groups here. And we have many of them for men, women, and various other things. And those groups are online, and we want to make sure that you are aware of those. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to find one of us that are here, one of our practitioners, one of our staff at the registration table, and we can tell you more about that. All right, I think that's everything. We're going to come now to our time of giving. Sherry has the offering basket. The way that we do that here is we have a wonderful celebratory song. We sing, dance, clap, and come up here to the front and lay our offerings in the basket. If you want to just come and bless the offering, you can do that as well. Let's pray as we get ready to give. Such a beautiful morning, such an abundant morning to be connected again to our inner magic and to know that all we need to do is say yes. And so as we come now to this time of giving, we do so, yes, with an attitude of yes, joyfully, willingly, abundantly, and confidently, knowing that what we sow comes back many, many, many times over. I know this is perfect. I know that is good. And release this now in all of that goodness. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you so much. I am filled up. I am overflowing. My name is Alex Perlman. I am one of more than 60 practitioners supporting CSL Seattle. And I just want you to know that if today's vessel of love doesn't have you floating right now, your practitioner body would love to pray for you and with you. If you're online with us today, that would be John Niss and Veronica Schindler to be available to you to pray right here and right now. And Min Carter will be here to my left after the service if you'd like in-person prayer. And Robert is staffing the practitioner table in the rear of the sanctuary in case you'd like to leave a written prayer request that practitioners will be praying on next hour in Ministry of Prayer. I am just so grateful to be here today in front of you as an expression of that one life that lives through each one of us. And just to reflect how immensely grateful I am to be that blessing in community and to be in service here. Thank you. See? Magic. You think I was in a band sometime. So I just know right here and right now that the vessel that is the message today has been filled up and is floating all boats that have heard the message of love. filling up and overflowing from our individualized expression into community and into our greater world and the yet to be that we can become as humanity in its next iteration of connection to the one life. I simply call our time together and ask you to join me in saying, and so it is. Namaste.
All right, everybody, it's time for the closing sing-along. Please rise as you're able. Please get up on stage and dance as you're able. And then also, whether you're able to or not, as usual, please sing along with me. Again, I need the help. Joe, would you lay down the disco for me back there? There we go. All right, we're going to do I Sing My Love. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I sing